Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Michis Esport Diaries. It's time for the update in May, and in May we haven't had that many races. In fact, only Formula Simracing World Championship Round 6 at Imola, which was part of the regular season that we are going to talk about in those reviews. And well, what shall I say? That Imola race has been linked down to a lot of frustration in the end. It started very different than the other ones because with that first episode of testing that I did, first couple of laps, first couple of stint data in, I quickly found out that I literally was up to speed almost immediately, which gave me a great feeling. And then also during the testing, I was close to Yerne, was hitting similar lap times reasonably quick, and I was able to transfer that to the race really. We started in P9, which, as weird as it sounds, has been a success because we've qualified so often in P12, 15, I think once I even started 18th this year. So P9 was a real improvement. P9 was really great, and then onto the start we jumped straight into P6. We then had miscommunications with Yanni in that race, and in the end we had an aggressive strategy which played out really well. And then with roughly 10 laps to go, I suddenly realized to say, hey, we got a shot at the podium here. We got a shot at P2 at a 2-3 finish as a team. All we had to do was clear Bianco Lila and Yannick Bock, who were presumably on a one-stopper. And yeah, then personally I feel like we got taken out. We were run wide in the exit or into turn 1 chicane. Then I did a small mistake trying to desperately hold on to the position against Jake Danahan, which hasn't been the smartest idea to try and fight for it. I should have probably better tuck in behind and deal with the fact that this is going to be a P4 or P5 instead of a podium. But those are the split seconds decision that you take. And when you're in that mindset to be out for a podium, to be really looking for awesome results, then you're not just oh yeah, I made a mistake, and it's just so smart to yield on another position after you've just lost the battle and another position to your teammate already. But okay, I've put a wrong decision there. Should have tucked in behind, did not so. Paid with a spin, P10 in the end. Utter frustration, because as much as I put limited time into the series as I put limited time into the practice, and I think I've said that before in the other 5 races, with the qualifying performance aside, the race pace, the race performance has been literally close to 100% of execution quality. And in Imola, things went wrong. And of course, you could now say now you did 8 races, so great, so now you have a bad one and immediately you are frustrated. But yeah, that is a competitive lifestyle, I think. And that is really I'm over it now, but the first 1 or 2 days after the race, I was pissed. I was really why the hell am I still wasting my time with this? But I think that's a natural reaction to a certain extent. And this is effectively how we felt after that race. But okay, 3 weeks break. We have the Turkey Grand Prix coming up this weekend. And with that, I think already we can tick a cross box about the review of the May. We're looking forward to June, guys, and we're looking forward to a lot of different things. Today, you've just seen us testing F124, playing F124 for the very first time. And I got an interesting opinion about it. There is a couple of new features like the engine braking that is now being part of the energy regenerating system. The front tires that are biting massively over one lap. generally, like the first feel that I have from playing this game is like, hey, my R Factor 2 drift slide driving style may actually be a bit beneficial here, because with the car having so much front bite, to me it feels much closer to R Factor 2 than last year. And I'm looking forward to it a bit. You will see me rage, you will see me probably also flame about game bugs and whatsoever. We have to expect them. But generally speaking, as much as everyone is whining about it, I see some odd benefit in that situation. We're going to see whether they are about to fix the driving style or the driving behavior of the car. But generally speaking, guys, I would appreciate your own opinion on F1 24 and the overall F1 game genre even. Put it down in the comments area below. What is your thought on F1 24? Have you played the game? Did you like the game? Will you buy the game? Are you actually interested? Or are you be like, nah, I've had F1 21, 22, 23 and I'm sick of it. Let me know. I'm highly interested to see your guys' opinion on it. And don't you worry, we're not going to go deep into F1 24, but reason why I bought it, and I know a couple of you guys be like, Michi, why you even care about the games, same over and over again. Reason why I got it is to be able to race F1 Creator Series, of course. That is the main target or the main reason why I actually got it in the first place. Because, you know, that F1 23 Creator Series last year, we've had 1 or 2 podiums, we've had multiple top 10 point finishes. I think it was just awesome, like on race day, to fire up the PC, quickly grab a setup, do an hour of practice, then go into the event and somewhat fight against the top 10. Like, this is what I consider good fun for me. As much as we're obviously diehard esport people, we will always have the desire to win. We will always have the desire to go fast. But one desire that I do not have the most, and I'm pretty sure Jesper Peterson will be, not Peterson, Pedersen, I'm sorry. He will be particularly interested about it, because one of the things I do not appreciate so much about the esport stuff right now is the fundamental load of practice and time investment that you have to do. We've done it before. If we have to do it again, we can still do it. But that is nothing that you just like go and choose and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to commit for a series and I'm going to do 15, 20, 25 hours of preparation for a 2-hour race. That's what we're going to do. That's what I love. I don't love that. I kind of admire it. Sometimes it's a real challenge, you know, to dig deep into the car and find details. And there is some odd satisfaction actually of like improving the stint average time by a 1/10 or 2. But most of the time, and that is due to me having a full-time job, having a partner, having a social life, having other responsibilities and duties besides the sim racing, because I'm not living from that. And that just leaves so little time for everything else, and for also, you know, doing the things that we appreciate more. Like, you know, over 1 hour of practice, I would always appreciate 1 hour of streaming, having a fun race, having a good time with you guys out there, and enjoying what we're doing, sim racing as such. But sometimes you have to pick priorities, which is also part of this week and the last 2 weeks' story, as we're coming towards it. And that will get us the link back to the actual situation, because this weekend there is the 24 hours of Le Mans, the Virtual Endurance Championship, and the F1, the Formula Sim Racing Turkish Grand Prix. And they're both on the same weekend. And like this week, I have only been trying to manage everything into a timed schedule. So we've done a couple of long runs as a stream. Today we've done the F1 24 first impression into the game, because tomorrow we're going to race in the Simracing Centre event that is celebrating obviously the release of F1 24. We're going to have a 50% race around Silverstone, and I am really honored and really proud to be invited for that exclusive 20 people group to take part in that series on Friday afternoon. And it was like, I'm gonna have to do that 24-hour race on Saturday, be well prepared and be game on. And at the same time, like, this is a business opportunity from a streaming point of view, to get you guys excited a bit more about the game as well, giving a bit more insight, learning a bit more about the game. Maybe even you make use of that title for streaming purposes in 2024, 2025 more often. I do not know. I can't say at this stage what this game is going to be. So it was like, yeah, better pick that opportunity and see what it brings. And at the same time, after that race, I'm going to have another final running for the Virtual Endurance Championship car to get back into the groove, back into the rhythm, to be ready to deliver my 6 hours of driving duty and the quality that the team is expecting, that you guys are expecting, and most importantly, that I'm expecting from myself. And then on Sunday, we don't really go to sleep. I have the good luck that I have a great schedule for sleeping on the 24-hour race. So I think I will be driving in the early morning and driving in the afternoon on Saturday. But after that 24-hour race, I have like 4 or 5 hours to the FSR Grand Prix, in which I need to switch cars again, get up to speed, making the infamous race click days that usually make things better in the end, and get ready for that event. And then Monday are going to be just lights out, and away we go for reporting. Why reporting? I'm working in finance. It is the end of May. 3rd June is the first day in the new month. That means all the reporting duties, the heavy stressful time is picking up at work. So yeah, that is the outview of the next couple of days here. And that actually sums it up for May already. So we have seen the release of F124, which I do not know exactly at what kind of role it will play for us in the future. And then we're looking forward to the week after, I think 10th of July, the BMW LMDH hypercar is coming to Le Mans Ultimate, as they've announced that for the Friday 10th July to be happening. It will be a free DLC. And I have a feeling that there is a lot of stuff cooking up on Le Mans Ultimate right now. Sadly, the player numbers have gone down. They even went below R Factor 2 at the minute. But I can kind of understand, as we're now, turning in circles here with the limited content that we got to begin with. But I would expect that game to come back on live and to get more players in the future. But what do you guys think on that? Let me also know down in the comments area below. Once again, I would like to have your take on Le Mans Ultimate, the current state. What is your expectations? Do you think that this title has the huge future that we all hope it has? At least I'm hoping it has it. But again, I would like to appreciate your guys' opinion on it. And with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope you have enjoyed that little update. It was a bit shorter this time finally, but more about sim racing to come in the next weeks. Looking forward to see you guys on the 24 hours of Le Mans and the FSR Turkey Grand Prix. Until then, guys, have a great June coming up. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Goodbye.